Hello? Hello? Are we live? Are we here? I think we're here. I think this is working. I'm gonna wait for his notification to pop up, and it says we're live. Lovely. uh, I'm gonna wait like about 30 seconds while I pour myself some water, and I'm like gonna go and talk about things because it's been a while. Hey. Yeah, got this giant bottle of water, which I'm like really thrilled about. Oh yeah, I also noticed that all my Twitch videos have gone because I didn't realize that they get deleted after 2 weeks. So I should probably like start putting things on YouTube or host it myself. But hosting yourself is like really expensive, so I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. Anyone here? Nobody here? Just me. That's amazing. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna wait for people. I don't really feel like waiting for people today. I just kinda just want to do things. Anyway, if you drop into the room, just say hi. Yeah, what was I gonna work on today? So, whoops. Ooh, feedback. All right. So the thing I'm thinking of doing is this thing. All right. So I've been working on some websites over the last couple of days, including a new My website. It's kind of cool. Like, hey, hello. It's got some stuff in here. And then like some fun little other pages, like this little landing page. It's kind of cool. Hey, good guy. Good morning. So I got this little page, which like does not a lot. It's those clicks. It's kind of fun. Hey, Ardeen Code. Welcome, everyone. Guess I started too soon. That's okay. I'm just showing off some stuff that I did over the past couple of days. I already had this one, which is a little to-do list of stuff I want to like do. Because sometimes I feel like a little bit sad or like unmotivated. I'm like, I just need to look at what I wanted to do when I had some inspiration. So that's kind of fun. Made a new website for Bankai. It's kind of cool. It's got like this little expansion stuff, which I totally stole from IA Writer because they had a cool design. Like I'm not gonna build like a whole edit. Ooh, the alignment's slightly off. I'm not gonna build a whole editor, so I hope they don't mind that I took some inspiration from them. What else did I make? This site I didn't make, but has been on for a while now. It's kind of fun. Oh, and this one, which is the thing we'll be working on today, which is it's you can read Alice in Wonderland through web notifications. So I built this module for this. Yeah, it just goes on. It sends about 3,000 notifications with like 3 seconds in between them, which is 9,000 seconds, which is 9,000 divided by 60, probably divided by 60 again. That takes about 2.5 hours of notifications to read all of Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. But so I wrote this internal module, which I thought would be like neat to extract because yeah, just interacting with notifications is okay, but there's always like a lot of boilerplate involved. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Like, hey, do we have access to notifications? What about now? Hey, I would like to send a notification. And it's not that the API is that complicated, but it's just that if we integrate it with Chew, then we have the central event bus, which we can attach listeners onto. Which just works real nice for debugging purposes because we can be like, oh, we send a notification here. People clicked on it or something like that, right? Yeah. So that's about it, I think. Yep. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's go here. Let's create a. Actually, I'll show you the code that I have. Damn it. 11. So it's called 11, this project, because Alice in Wonderland, you download it as 11.txt and they say you must name it 11.txt. And I was like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of like a cool name, 11. Very cryptic, very like, you know, mysterious. So we have this file here called notifications, which is just something that I wrote for this project. Please work. My Vim buffers do this weird thing every now and then. I don't know why. So it exports like this emitter thing. It sets all these notification events that you can like read. So you can like enumerate them on state.events. We set up this initial thing where it says state.notification permission. It's kind of weird because the internal API is called new notification, like singular notification. If we ask for permission stuff, notification.request permission, right? But then all the stores are called plural because like notifications. So I don't know if it should be singular or plural. But yeah, moving on. What it does is it waits for the DOM to load, then it detects whether or not we have permissions. That like just says, hey, yo, whenever a request comes in, resolve that request for like the permission, yes or no, like set the appropriate values. And then here, whenever a new request comes in, pass it title and opts because those are 2 values. That's about it. It's not like rocket science. It's pretty brief, but it's the type of boilerplate that you would like need to write into every single project, and that kind of sucks. So rather not. There's also like 2 types of notifications in any given project, or there should be, right? There's like the operating system level notifications or the application level notifications, and there's the in-app level feedback, which are 2 different things. In this case, we're just working on the application level or the operating system level notifications. Yeah. Anyway, now that we have that, we go into code, go into my name, and then we say create a new node project, node. Actually we should go into the Chew.js repo. Node, Chew node. We should check if the name's already taken. Chew notifications. Chew notification. Okay, we can't check that. So chew npmjs.com/package/chew notification singular. Not taken. Notifications. Chew service worker. It's also singular for service worker because there's one. I guess you send off multiple notifications, but it's the notification API. Singular. Fuck it. We'll just mimic the DOM API. All right. So, node chew notification. What's the service worker one called? Service worker loader for chew. Yada yada yada. Okay. There we go. Notification plugin store for chew notification. Web notification plugin for chew. Something like this. Chew.js. So keywords, Chew.js, notification, notify, pop up, browser, OS, native, mobile, notification, notify, emit, emitter, message, something like that. Chew notification. All right, so now we're here. Let's define the API. That's how I always start all my packages, and I feel like that's a really good place to start. There we go. All right, so my buffer is like twitching out, which is really annoying. It doesn't handle resize as well if started in fish, I think. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, can't really do much about that, I think, other than like switch to Z shell or something, but anyway, yeah. So we should define usage first, and then once we have usage, we can ooh, that felt great. So installations there. I think it should be here. It's hard to see. There we go. There we go. Okay, so var chew is require chew, right? Var notification. Oh, here. Hey, Puka for 20. Welcome. Then we create a new instance of app, right? So then we say, hey, var app is new chew. Cool. And then we say app.use require chew notification. Hey, Dan Reeves. Welcome. Nice to see you again. I'm going to say app.mount body, like that. Morning, Yash. Morning, Colin. Nice of you to join. I'm just hacking away on some notification stuff today. Pretty like chill. I slept for like 10 hours last night. I was in bed for like 14 hours. It was the best thing ever. I was like super tired. Oh my god. Puka lost all his Vim files. There, Vim files. I'm sorry. I just played video games. I like that strategy. Like, whoop, lost my config. Might as well play video games. Yeah. Yeah, I had to like redo my Linux config after I switched from Mac. That like took a month, so I can empathize with just not wanting to do work for a while. All right, so we have app.use here, and then we just say create a new value. Hey, Michael. Oh man, you got a cool surname, Michael Mombo. Welcome. I'm getting distracted. There's all these people coming in, and that's like really fun. All right, so we have this notification thing, and then that pretty much works. So for a proper usage example, we should do also add in some HTML to the mix. Chew/HTML, and then we say app.route state emit return HTML body like that, and I say button, and then on click equals on click clicky function on click emitter.emit notification new one has been clicked, like that. And then this is our example. Like this should render a button that has a little clicky event that then sends off a new notification. It's a lousy play on words. Michela Mabela. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what? Michela? As in near from Michela? Or anyway. Hey. I met one Michela. I don't Puka says, I'm still in high school, so it's just coding for fun. Yeah, that's pretty legit. I wish I'd started coding when I was in high school. Would have been fun, but instead I just played League of Legends until for no reason. Coding Mons TV says something in Russian, I think. Wait, let's translate that. If Google Translate works. I hope it's nothing bad. German, no. Belarusian, German, English, no. Tech language? I have no idea. Russian? Is it slang? I have no idea. Heya. Heya back. Oh, cool. Oh, Michelle Mabel. I thought it was Michela. I don't know, I've been hanging out with Italians a bunch. Nice. Hello back. Yeah. Okay. Let's write up this module. I really want to write up this module. Button has been clicked, or just clicky. So that should work, right? Cool. Let's make this our example case. We don't need to write tests. We can just we can do example.js, and then we paste it in here, and then we save this. And now we have example.js. Emitter, just replace that with emit. Replace that like that, and like that. All right. Oh, what? You subscribe? Thanks for subscribing, Michael, Michelle. I've never seen like a subscription notification before, so that's really cool. But thanks for the sub. Okay. So we have our little example here, and that works. And we have a little README here, and that works too. Let's define the API. We're almost there. So we have we say var notification plugin is true notification, like that. Effie, keep on rocking. Thank you. So we define a new notification. That's what we pass into app.use. Actually, app.use like that. I don't know. Nah, this is better. Create a new true notification instance, like that. Emit emitter.on true dot or app.emitter. We need to define the events we want to listen to and the events we want to emit. Usually the best way to express that is as a grid, or sorry, a table, which says, hey, can we listen to this event? Or hey, can we like emit this event? Which are two different things. Yeah. In the case, there's one tricky thing with notifications though. Like actually let's pull up the MDN notification stuff using notifications API, because you can pass it a callback, which is gonna be hard, right? So we might need to think about that on click. So there's notification events, which has click and error, right? So what we should be doing is hooking these ones back up to the general notification pipeline, and then like add it, just send it through so people can like refer back to to a notification event that was clicked. Because if you would like need to do it otherwise, you will break the unidirectional data flow. Because say we were doing this here, right? Notification new, and then we say clicky, and then we pass another thing that says on click function stuff, right? Then we now have this logic defined there, which is no longer like, yo, just send through a new notification. It now becomes this other thing. Ideally, you would be able to define in your application a notification store of sorts, where you just say, hey, create a new notification of this type, and then listen to it. Oh, fuck, but you would probably want to name that notification. It's kind of like with Redux, where you have actions. So you would be able to define, right? I hope I'm making sense here. Am I making sense, people? So let me rephrase this. This is a tricky concept to explain. So in Chew, data goes from views to stores, and then stores have listeners and emitters, but views can't have listeners. They can only emit things. If you like click a DOM element, that's what they catch, and then they forward it to stores, or maybe they handle it internally or something, right? It's bad when you ping pong data out of it, and then data comes back in, and then you pretty much have a problem. So in this case, emit notification new is a tricky one, because what happens here? Yeah, you're basically someone like interacts with the thing. Guess it's not the worst. Okay, I guess doing on click here is not bad. I guess we should handle the error event. Basically what happens here is we just say, yo, if someone clicks this notification, emit clicked or something, right? Like toggle action. So that's pretty kosher. It's actually kind of cool. But I almost feel like we should add a side effect to it, where everyone can always listen, so it always sends events down the pipeline. Yeah, that might make it like a little bit nicer. So it always shows up like, hey, this event, fuck. I hope I'm making sense. I need to show off an example. All right. I'm just riffing here, sort of like stuck in my own head of how these things work. Let me know if you have like trouble following, and I'll try real hard to have it make sense, because that would be great if people can follow along. Also, hey everyone that just joined. Just say hi in the channel or like in chat if you like join. I like that. Oh, also I have like no idea whenever someone like subscribes or like does a thing. Only if you like subscribe with Twitch Prime can I see it in here. All the overlays you might be seeing is I don't see them. I don't get notifications for it. I should probably fix that at some point. But yeah. Oops. All right. So that's it for the API events. Is that what we should be doing? Yeah, we should make a grid. Grids suck. Pookup for 20 is asking, any idea on a fun project I could work to learn some more C? I have the perfect answer for you. I discovered this the other day. I'm like really excited for it. So one of my friends who works at Mozilla does this thing. Like he works on DevTools. He's learning C++ right now, and he has the nicest method of learning it, which is just writing a test specification. So he learned some stuff, and in order to learn it, he just writes unit tests for it. He's like, oh fuck, here's a feature, right? Arrays. I can create an array on the stack. Cool. Like, this is the behavior of the array. And just writes unit tests for the whole like thing he's learning, every single part of it, right? And then cool, created like numbers on the heap, did all this stuff, right? And it just goes on and on and on. Smart pointers. How do smart pointers work? How do smart pointers work between threads? Cool. Like, can we create threads? Can we like do some other stuff, right? Like, how does all this stuff work? And he just writes a spec for it. And I'm like, holy shit, that's actually really good for a couple of reasons, right? Because first off, if you're just reading a language spec, you might forget, you might like not create intuition. So you need to use it to create intuition. So what he does is he creates his intuition by learning how to write unit tests for the language, which means the code he makes is gonna be like if he ever tries to use this for something, he's already like feeling very, very like natural. Like writing tests is natural. Which, you know, if you're a beginner in a language, then writing tests is an excellent way of communicating with your peers. So yes, I'd recommend doing it like this, spec C++ or spec C or something. If you're looking for a test suite for C specifically, not C++, in .NET C test suite, he made a really small test suite. Bud TLS Terminator. Ah, damn it. In .NET simple test. In .mini test. Here we go. This is a really simple test parser. All right. Ooh, what's that? Snap token kilo. Built your own text editor. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's Antirez's kilo thing. Oh, that's super cool. Okay, I like that. Nice one. All right. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. I'm planning to do the same thing for like my Rust learnings, and then hopefully at some point I'll do one for WebGL too, because I just need to learn both. Isn't the text editor a little bit advanced? I personally don't think so. I think a text editor is like really fun because you learn how to work with text, and you need to read files, and you need to manipulate the cursor a little bit. So the generally there's always like a library or something, or like unit what do you call it? ANSI scapegoat manipulation to like move stuff around. It's just like it covers a lot. At the end of it, you probably feel more comfortable in the language. It's not that hard, I think. It's just, you know, if there's a good guide for it, that's probably not that hard. Great way to learn data structures too. Yes, I agree. As long as you make sure it's like not a shared text editor, then you don't like need to go to CRDTs and all that stuff. Although like efficiently updating buffers is like a tricky problem. Like literally it's silly how tricky that is. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like all that. I like the suggestions. What was I doing? What were we doing? We were working on this thing. Oh yeah, we had to like define all the events. Was there like some really cool shit? I kind of want to do a Rust now. I kind of want to like write tests, but I shouldn't. Maybe on the weekend. All right. So events, just like define events. Which one did we have? Index.js. Oh, we need to look up at the other thing, which is 11. Okay. X here 11, Then we go into stores, notifications, and we copy this buffer, and then we go back to index and we paste this buffer, and then we have the thing. Notifications, store, like that. I'm 2 months into solo learning C++ with no background whatsoever. The tutorial's bloody arena for me, but it's a hell of fun. Doing a lot of tricks in the process. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm always like, I always just like put off learning C++ because I know I won't be using it, but it's so good to know it. It's stupidly useful because everything is written in C++ or C. Yeah. I learned like C98 back in the day, but like everyone's doing fancy C these days and like threading and all that stuff, and like I can't do any of it. But yeah, oh, that's really cool. I'm just excited for other people doing like cool things. Var assert is require assert. Notification store, yada 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 yada. Puka for Twin is like BSD. Shouldn't throw shade on BSD. BSD is like the nicest OS out there, if one's to be believed, because it has like built-in tracing that's like perfect. Has like all these other things that are like just really well thought out. Linux is still trying to like catch up container wise. Like BSD has had great containers forever. I believe at some point WhatsApp was like running a 6-person engineering team serving like almost like 1 billion people, and like just 6 engineers, and they were like all running BSD. Decameron, sorry for derailing the stream. Don't be. No, I love this stuff. So like if this is called derailing, then keep on derailing whenever you want. Equal type of state object, true notification should be type object. So what we're doing here is we're just like putting out some like silly assertions, which are used, how do you say that? Yeah, so we just use these assertions here. Oh, hold on. Wait, actually it needs to return a function. I'm sorry. Return notifications, store notifications, store, then right, dot store name equals true notification. Right, so what we do here is we this is a function that returns a function. It's like the standard choose signature, because when you use the thing, it doesn't do anything, right? So what it like needs to do is it needs to return a function in itself. I'll cheat a bit and install Vim plugin in Visual Studio. Yeah, Visual Studio is really nice, I've heard. Just being able to use Vim key bindings is probably like the most important part, right? Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, we need a function that returns a function basically. So that's what we're doing. And in the process, we get to add like some tracing stuff, because true picks up that this is called true notification. So when you boot it up, it will like show up in the trace, which is really sweet. yeah. And then this should pretty much work. Right. But now we wanted to define all events. So we go in here. The camera on, I use Emacs. I'm not gonna go into that. Oh, have you guys like seen, sorry, so guys, but have y'all seen the Xee editor? Which is the coolest idea ever, but it's so broken right now. Like you can't do this. What they're doing is they're basically building up a text editor based around like a really fast data structure. And yeah, that's about it. There's nothing more interesting about it. It's just supposedly really fast. It uses RPC and like a server, so you can like build any front end for it. But it only works on Mac right now, so that's pretty boring. Cocoa. Yeah. It looks kind of fun, but it doesn't have V key bindings, and it only works for Mac reasonably. So I'm really like, yeah, but it seems to be like really fast, which is a lot of fun. I like that part. It's also built in Rust. Don't really care about that. I don't personally like use whatever to build the thing. Roadmap. There's stuff in here. I don't know. Let's see if they have terminal. No terminal. TUI. No TUI. Linux. No Linux. Okay, then I don't care. Oh wait, yeah, there's a really good talk about this if you look on YouTube. That's like really fun because they're like doing measuring, because they're the fun part about the editor is they're doing so you have a server, you have a front end. The front end can be like anything. In this case, it's Cocoa for the Mac one, right? But you can write any sort of front end. And the way these two communicate is using JSON. It's a JSON RPC thing, right? And the way you write plugins for this thing is also using JSON, which is also JSON RPC. So the way this thing then combined, right? Like you might be like, oh God, JSON, really? Shouldn't you like be using protocol buffers? And then they do this measurement thing and they're like just showing off the tracing, and they're like, seriously, it doesn't matter. Like JSON parsing was like 1% of total time spent or something like that, which is like, okay, yeah, cool. Indolent lad. Hello, beardy guy. Hey, lad. Nice of you to join. Anyway, Xee is kind of fast from like a research perspective. It's from the people working on Google's Fuchsia OS, which seems kind of fun. I don't know, like operating system people just like really going into data structures. Hopefully one day we'll get V key bindings and like terminal version, but that's just dreams for now, I guess. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were defining events. So here we say notification request or events dot notification request, like that. Dot like that. We have 4 of these. Granted, denied, and then new, right? I can't vim for hell. Granted, and then we go here, and then we say denied, and we go here. Oh, fuck. And then we say new, and that's it. Okay, and then we say request to use the notifications API. Emits either notification granted or notification denied after calling it. Emitted calling notification request, like that. And we do that, and we do that, and that. Okay, cool. New notification. Notification. Make sure you have access to the notifications API before doing so. Doing so. Michael Mumbo, how do you pronounce your last name? Yeah, that's a funny one. So I'm my dad's from the Netherlands. I grew up in the Netherlands. My mom's from Peru. So I got this Dutch surname, and in Dutch we have like more vowels than most language, or than, you know, English. So instead of a, e, I, o, u, we also have I, O, and O. And my last name is called Bouts, which uses one of those vowel sounds, which makes it especially hard to pronounce for virtually everyone. Like almost all languages struggle with that because it's a very uncommon vowel sound in languages. So yeah, it's pronounced Bouts, Joshua Bouts. Relaxoman asks, which OS do you use? I use Linux, Arch Linux specifically. Why? Because I had like some time to configure it. Indentalad, this stuff is kind of boring. Can you make a cool malware instead? Could you leave? If you don't like it, like, just go away. I'm not gonna make malware. Like, I'm here for my own entertainment, and yeah, that's about it. All right. Relaxoman's asking, am I window manager? Just i3. It's pretty vanilla. Got some config up in my dot files if you're like interested. Dot files. Like all this stuff is just in here. Yeah, okay. All right, so now that we have our notification stuff in here, should probably mention that, so if we look at the code, then you can see that if you do this notification requesting, then you almost always get like a notification granted thing, right? Oh fuck, I wanted to say something that's not true. All right. So in this case, it always resolves asynchronously, which is kind of fun. So what we should do here is we should make sure that if not, God, this is like a really complicated thing. It's kind of annoying. If not, state.notifications. Are we calling it grounded permission? Dot permission. Emit notification new window notification, userland title opts. All right. All right. should have guards. So here's the thing. We're trying to wrap this notification API into something that's really ergonomic for people to use. So, people have a good time using it, which should mean that, in this case, we want to emit a notification, but the more guards and boilerplate any of this stuff needs, the less easy it becomes to use. Because all the if-else checks should realistically become part of this package, which is hard, right? Because what happens here is if we did the whole notification dance, if we like wrote it out, it would become like stupid amounts of boilerplate for people to use, right? So if not state notifications permission, we would need to do emit notification request or something, right? Is that what you call it? And then fuck, we can't even like listen back on this, right? If not state notification dot permission, emit notification request, emit notification new clicky. So much stuff. Perhaps we should do a thing where we can like, because what should happen here is button enable notifications. So sending notifications should be like a two-step process, right? Let me just talk about this for a sec. Like the mistake that most people make, it seems, is you're building an app and you presume that people want this pop-up of, yo, enable notifications. But that's not true. People should like usually more often want to like opt into this notification stuff. So say we have a GitHub and we're like, oh yeah, we'd love to receive notifications from this. There should be like a button somewhere that says, hey, do you want this? Or as part of your like setup, it says, hey, our app has more value if you enable notifications, because in the background, we're like a chat app, right? So click here if you want to enable it. Otherwise, there's always settings during the onboarding or something like that, right? So it should be a two-step process. So what we have here, notify, and then we say here on click equals enable or something, right? Function enable emit notification request, like that, right? Something like that. And then what we do here is state notifications.permission emit notification new clicky, something like that. I think we can even like notifications are state dot notifications dot permission enabled disabled, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look. So here's the thing to like emit a request, and then here's the thing to do this thing. Can we do another thing? No, like this is pretty good. We could like disable this button if they're like already enabled, right? Something like that. We could do disable equals not state dot notification dot permission. And I think here, God, I hope this all makes sense. Notification granted, notification denied. I almost feel like we should emit a re-render request here. Emit render. Because we're like changing the state and we're saying, hey, notification state changed. Probably please update stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. Like render request should be pretty fast. And just calling a re-render here is probably fast enough. Actually, I'm just mostly doing this off the top of my head right now, which is how I usually code things. But I can imagine if you're like not used to this, then you're like, what the hell is this guy going on about? So let's actually start running this example so you can like see what's going on. It's this really weird thing that if you're like comfortable enough in a piece of code, you can just like reason about it off the top of your head, which is what I'm doing. But if someone's looking over your shoulder, they might be like, what the hell is this person doing like in this like readme with no syntax highlighting, just inline code blocking. So yeah, let's just run this thing and then like update the example and like go back to this, right? All right, so let's copy this thing. I'm gonna run this. Right, let's go to example. Let's paste this thing. See, we're like way ahead of like this example. Like, this is not gonna work because we need to close out this H1 here, and then most of this should work. All right, okay. Bankai start example. Oh, we don't have this other stuff installed, so we need to dev install Chew, right? And then that should probably work. npm start example.js, Bankai start example. All right. Okay, that's fucked. Okay, let's install Bankai locally. And then here we do Bankai start example, like that. So Puka, are you like running Linux yourself? Are you running i3? I'm trying to like make a little i3 fan club. Not really, but I'm always like curious what people are like using. Because there's this person called Josh Avenir, and he's like, you should like follow him on Twitter if you like some minimal DIY design stuff. For example, he's working on this ebook editor, which is like really cool. Does like the daily outfit stuff, which is like dope, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, and he's like, if you look at this, it's got like this really cool layout. i3, I think it's also, which I'm a big fan of. All right. My rest break is about to like come up, which means a 10-minute break, and I'll just like kick it and be back in 10 minutes or something. All right. Like this rest break stuff is so my wrists get enough breaks and I can actually continue working without like getting into pain. Anyway, be back in 10 minutes. Yes. All right. Catch on a bit. But coffee though. Hello. I made myself a giant pot of tea. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Three, two, one. That's actually pretty good timing. Hey. Yeah. All right. Oh shit. Seb, you're here. Nice. So, hey everyone, I'm back. Got some tea, I ate like cheese. I just ate this giant block of cheese. Well, it's a mozzarella bowl of cheese. I like put pizza cheese on top of it. So I garnished my cheese with cheese. I feel really good right now. Oh man, I'm so happy you're here. That's really cool. Also, oh, did Michelle leave? Michelle, did you leave? Oh, you're still here. Cool. Okay. Come on, ask what kind of tea did I get? I got what's it called? Spearmint. I think it's mint. Oh. That's actually funny. What's the song? I probably can't play it on stream, by the way, but okay. That's cool. Yeah. For all of you who don't know Seb, Seb's a person that's hacking on HTTP2 in Singapore. We met like 2 weeks ago. I was like hanging out there. Yeah. I don't know if he streams on Twitch. I don't think so. Probably not. Do you? If you do, just post your channel. You should like go follow Seb. Boo. Also, hey there. Yeah, also Renee's not out here. That's cool. God, what was I doing? I know we were supposed to be doing something. Yeah. So Seb just signed up to Twitch. This is awesome. Should try it sometime. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'll probably be working on peer-to-peer video. So if you want to like in a month or so start using Twitch, I don't know. Would be like really fun to just like host a bunch of like peer-to-peer video stuff. Yeah. Something. I don't know. I'm just really happy everyone's like out here. Yes, using WebRTC, which is really screwed up right now because we don't have quick support yet. So it'll be like slow as hell. But the basics will work. Using the DAT protocol. Seb, do you know of the DAT protocol? Have I shown you the DAT protocol? Because you should be aware of it. I think you'll like it. I think you might be into it. Probably like in a month, maybe 2 months, I'll be doing some peer-to-peer video stuff, streaming, where I like just hack on it. Might be like tricky to work on because it's like a hard problem. So talking while developing and actually needing to think just leads to a whole lot of silence, which is hard to, which is not the most entertaining thing. Looks up that. Oh, damn it. Okay. That project.org. So it's this thing. I used to work on this full time last year. And the protocol itself is like really cool. Hey, Jesse. Nice of you to join. Nice. No, I don't know why I'm saying that. I can't sing for shit, by the way. All right. Yeah. So the idea of doing peer-to-peer video with that is that you can because that is basically, what if BitTorrent was streaming? What if we could stream individual BitTorrent files, or actually anything? So it has like random lookup. You can do multi-feed streaming. We already have that working, by the way. And yeah, just doing that in the browser would be like so much fun. It's all like signed with public public key encryption. So, you know, you get like content integrity on a live streaming feed that like can upgrade sources as it goes, which is really fun. That's actually like, you know, it's the way it should be, but it's not. So they're yes. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were building a thing here. Yes. All right. Oh yeah, I was trying to like do a thing here. Cannot find module true notification. Okay. Right. Because we need to require // Streaming in the browser would be so much fun. He says his browser best stream. Here's the thing though, it's A, not peer-to-peer, and B, I'm not casting from my browser. I'm still using OBS, which is not ideal. Ideally, like all this shit, all this stuff should just like work in the browser, right? Where you're like, I want to stream on site Fuan bar, right? And then there's like, or you want to build up a streaming site, and then there's like no infrastructure cost involved. It's just, you know, like local feeds going in and out and replicated without like centralized servers, or minimum amount just to like host and perhaps even Handshake. Does Firefox have screen sharing yet? I don't know. I haven't checked. I know Chrome is supposed to have the screen capture API. I think it should have that because Hangouts now runs on Firefox without a plugin. So I take it they integrated screen sharing there too. So probably, I think. Yeah. Oh man, we should have a screen capture, choose screen capture. Calling it. We need to make that. Yes. Choose screen. I don't know what it would look like because like media APIs are like super weird. Maybe it just like emits the media API object or something, right? Where you're like you click a button and it just starts capturing your screen and emits the handler to the screen capture thing, and when it closes it emits another event. So you can just like update your UI based on those events. Ooh, that would be really cool. I don't know if it would conflict with OBS because I'm currently already doing like a screen capture. Because I know I can't access the webcam feed twice, but that's a hardware device. I'm ranting. We should finish up this this events thing first, and then do HTTP2 stuff. We use. Oh yeah. So hey, Steph, was that the same person that does Engineers at Singapore that was also doing the casting for the workshops and stuff? Because if so, I talked to that person, and I think I may have talked about this stuff, so they already know about it. Because I saw him like do this like really cool webcam based like setup, which seemed really cool. So I just started like looking over the shoulder about like how they did the whole thing, and it was really nice. Yeah, that's my story. I don't have a lot more to share. Engineers Singapore is just volunteers. Yeah, makes sense. Oh god, we also need to. Oh damn it. We need to peak hill Bankai. Peak hill Bankai, and then try again. We also need to integrate your permission module. That's very important because we haven't done that with Bankai yet, which is not good. True route should be type string. Great point, my dear example. So we forgot to like do it like this, and now we can reload, and this works. Notifications are disabled. I don't know what's going on. Emit notification request. Disable. Oh. That's a big fucking button. Oh my god. Okay, so we click it. Nothing happens. Set notifications is not defined. State notification. Oh, here. fs x permission. Okay. Checking again. All right. Clicky. Notifications are disabled. Dot permission. Disable. Oh, damn it. So it's probably doing the inverse. On click enable. Console log. Oh, actually we can already do that. So let's look at our state, right? True.state. Am I not using DevTools? God damn it. What is... Okay, MPC true DevTools. We always need DevTools. There we go. App.use require true DevTools. There we go. Okay, trying again. Chaka chaka cha. There we go. Clicky. Okay, so that's not emitting. True.state. What? Why is it not? Please work. True? No. Okay, we're gonna reload this thing. Oh, I see our bug. We're not calling it. And for some reason, it's just doing nothing. Yeah. You're entirely right. Okay, cool. So now we have our log output here. Jesse Skinner is asking, do you know a way to minify the white space out of your HTML template strings? Yes, but it's tricky. So I managed to get it to work. So if you don't use the transform, you will see beautifully minified HTML strings. But they're compressed and stuff, right? The moment you do use the transform, or I think Palo fucks it up, one of these things is not behaving like it should. So there's a discrepancy there. We should fix that. I looked at the new upcoming web spec to do template string stuff in the browser, and that's not going to save us. That's not going to help. So we'll still need to do HTML parsing and transform to optimize these strings, which I'm not thrilled about, but no listener for notification granted. All right. There we go. Okay. Our state.notification.permission. Notifications are disabled. Okay, so we can now look at true.state. What? Oh my god. Would be difficult to remove white space and pillow without slowing down by orders of magnitude. Yes. Yes, you're entirely right. I do think that doing it in transforms makes a lot of sense. In an ideal scenario, we could even pre-transform or transform the source code once and then execute it or something like that, but it's not ideal either. True.state.notification permission true. God damn it, that's right. So it needs to emit render also. That's what I meant, right? So notifications are enabled here, but because it doesn't emit render, it doesn't set permission granted. Emitter.emit render, right? Notification granted, set permission. All right, so because this will always fire on the next tick, this will always work. Yeah, minify once inside payload might work, but it becomes really tricky because you can hit more DOP paths. So I think I'm with you in that we should probably not go down this route. Minify one, because we will introduce singletons without making it like clear that it's a singleton, or we need to change the API completely, like create an instance of payload and then like call it, right? And all of this just adds to the complexity. Also, like, how do we clear it? How do we prevent like memory leaks if someone's like doing lots of dynamic routes? How do we clear it from memory? It's hairy. It's very, I feel it's tricky. And up until the point where we yeah, like let's wait for a new web spec to come down, which will probably happen next year because Polymer said like, hey, it's a priority for us. And I now know a couple people there, so hopefully we'll get it. Yeah, there we go. Applications are enabled. Why is this button not disabled? Disable false. Example. On click enable disable is not state notification permission. Oh, like that. How to disable a button HTML. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. gzip is probably effective enough for white space. Yeah, totally with you there. It's probably fine. Yes, I'm emitting render. We just fixed that. Disabled. Oh, it needs to be disabled, plural. That's it. Right, now we can't click it. So that's good. Clicky, 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 clicky. Right, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, if we click it again, we just get A. That's fine. Yeah, so now whenever we change the permission level, we emit a render event. State.notification. It's a notification API, so it should be like state.notification. I don't like it, but whatever. Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's open up like Chrome and look at the tracing. All right, what you're gonna do over here? Does this work? Hey, it works. Localhost 8080, right? So this is where Seb's module would come in perfectly, because we shouldn't need to do this all the bloody time. Notifications are disabled, right? So what we do here is let's just do a quick little performance like reboot without clicking anything. Oh, also let's enable dark theme. How do we do that? There, settings, dark theme, dark. There we go. Better, a bit more readable. Oh, but it does clear the whole thing. All right, trying again. Right, so let's zoom in here where we're seeing DOM content loaded, but we want to look a little bit sooner to see if the notification thing is properly tagged. It should be, otherwise it's a bug and chew. It'll probably be fine. So the idea of chew is just to like tape over the whole web API thing and be like, well, let's express everything as either an object, as like a state object that changes. So you just need to check one value instead of multiple. Or let's change it into an emitter that's pretty consistent across the board. And then, you know, you also mold your own application code to be like emitters, and that makes a lot of sense. So here's True DevTools, and here's True Notification. Cool. So it's showing up. It takes 0.2 milliseconds to initialize True Notification, which is pretty sweet. Cool. So DOM content load goes there, and then like stuff here, and then that works. All right, let's start recording, and then we do this, and then we do allow, and then we do clicky, right? And then we say stop. No listeners for notification granted. That's okay. What do we do here? True emit notification new, and then, you know, this takes 0.3 milliseconds. That's really good, right? So all these events, they're lightning fast. There's more work happening in the background, but we can't measure that. This is just the browser, and that like queues up something to the OS, and the OS does like a thing, and then, you know, it just goes through. But for our application itself, this is the lag it would provide on the main thread, which is the main thing we care about, and that's like actually really fast. So that's good. Happy about this. Okay. This is not great, but I guess that's also fine. Yeah. Okay, so example works. That's good. Back to Firefox. Back to the terminal. Right, so now we have all this stuff. And then we say README. We probably need to update the README. Web notification plugin for Chew. And we say here, and we should link to the web notification API, right? Notification. Like that, using the notifications API. Cool. And then we just notification like that, usage. Cool. Okay, now we have our example, and then we just replace this example. We can probably multi-line this for a bit more readability. Oh, our example's really weird. Relaxoman, what exactly is Chew? That's a great question. I guess nothing of this makes sense if you don't know what Chew is. Chew is a framework that I help maintain, and if you've ever like used something like React, you can think of it in the same terms, but it's a bit broader. So it sort of abstracts the browser interface away and exposes a state object, an emitter, and an abstraction, so you can say like, hey, browser DOM, please look like this, please look like this. So it's like declarative rendering, and yeah, that's all it does. It's 3.5 kilobytes, 4 kilobytes, something like that. Yeah. And that's the thing. So we work on tooling around that, building like compilers and building. So Comrade Rihanna here in chat works on Bankai 2 days a week now, probably more, I don't know, but yeah, we just work on all this tooling around Chew. So we have stuff for web workers, we have stuff for service workers, we have stuff for like notifications. Yep. Relatively environmentally friendly public transport for the browser. Do I like that? Yeah, it's probably good. All right, let's make this a bit more palatable. Palatable. There we go. Example.js. Let's just copy that part, replace that part. Look at this again. I actually wonder if we can do this. No. We can probably do something like this. Caches are enabled, and then like that. Enable notifications, like that. Then we can copy this and paste it here. That should work. All right, let's see if this renders. Cool. Clicky. On click notify. Disabled equals not state dot notifications dot permission. Something, no, actually, that's kind of fun. Clicky. Right, so that kind of works. Okay, cool. I think this works. I think we're good enough now, right? We've tested it, it works. There's not a lot more logic going on, so it probably works. Index. What else do we got? Nothing much. Request granted, state permissions stuff. Set permission. We're like reloading. We're like, it's pretty good to use right now. You just like need to make sure that you disable certain functionality if it doesn't work or exist. Yeah. What else? Probably nothing much more. Probably like a warning about overusing notifications, because people seem to do that these days a lot. It'd be nice if they didn't. All right. P readme. Notification plugin for Chew. Should mention that notification. Notification. Don't overuse yeah, don't overuse notification. It's okay to overuse a thing if it's art, or you pretend it's art. Okay, so that's all typed. I was bored and was late, so I just did. Also emits a render event after the permission state changes. There we go. There we go. Actually, let's verify the README looks okay. So that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. P README. Yeah, glad you liked it. Be careful. No. Be careful when using notifications, overuse, or even asking for permissions. Sibley can provide people with a experience. Try and make notifications on. Use this responsibly. Use this API responsibly. Yeah. I like that suggestion. Make sure people know why you're asking for notifications. That's a really good one. Seb's asking, how are the compiled files hosted? Fastify, static, ExpressJS. Good question. Right now, just in memory from Fastify. So it just reads stuff out directly. Yeah, that's pretty intense though. We should have better strategies for this. Like there's a lot of open questions for this. Like how does Bunkai interact with an asset server, right? With like block storage. How do we talk to that? And the answer is I'm not sure. Probably don't. The answer is probably have like assets dot something or static dot something dot myurl.com and forward the request so that when people do the thing, yeah, it just works. TLS self-signed cert plugin for Fastify. Oh my god, that would be so good. Also, Seb, do you by any chance know of have you set up Let's Encrypt locally? Do you have any insights on that? Because I've been thinking about it. I'm hosting all my static sites over Optimizely? No, God, it's something Lee app.netlify. So I was thinking I kind of want to like start hosting more interesting apps. Yeah, I use for my DIY CDN. Do you have any good node modules? Is there any way we could integrate this with Fastify too? Because that would be like stupidly cool. Just be like, oh yeah, you want to use HTTP2 and like asset serving and like self-signed certs. Here's like the one thing. Or like any resources on that. I just want to experiment with it, and I like haven't had time to look at it, but I feel like you have, so I might just will ask. Responsibly. Make sure people know why you're asking for permission to send notifications. Use this API responsibly. All right. Cool. Yeah, this should about cut it. Okay. Docs git create dash git create dash help, right? Git create True.js true notification like that dash d web notification plugin for Chew. Like that. Git push, set upstream origin master. Cool, let's open it. Web notification plugin for Chew. That's pretty good. Okay, let's publish it to npm. Oh, damn it. Chew notification. I just messed up. So we accidentally created this repo. There. We should delete this because there's no value to this. Delete this repo. Chew notification like that. Like that. And there we go. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to publish this. npm publish. And then I should add everyone from the org to it. npm add org thing. Should probably like turn that into like a single command or something. Yeah. But yeah, once that works, we're pretty much done. We got notifications working. Read write Chew.js developers, Chew notification. Oh my god, that's the best thing ever. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna write a script right now because I'm gonna forget this, and I literally can't be fucked to like remember that. Dot files touch bin slash npm access. Oh no, move bin slash npm access npm org. Okay. Plus x bin slash. We did it. Yeah, we did. We just, you know, need to add all of the Chew org to it. So npm access grant read write. So developers, and then probably the dir name. Dir name, something like that. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, actually, dir name like that. Ah, fuck. No, that doesn't work. We might need to just cut it off. Echo dollar like that, and then we do sed s slash everything up until slash, or a capture group just for the last part. JK. Oh, motherfucker, that's a really JK name package JSON. No, that actually that won't work. Will that work? Developers. Oh yes, that will work. God damn it. Okay. JQ.name package JSON -r. God damn it. You're better at this thing than I am. That's why we're giving you money. JQ.name package JSON -r. Motherfuck, that's amazing. Okay, we got that. Okay, now we just need to make sure that we always pass it -z. Actually, we need to F2 R1. I'm not better at shell scripts. But you're doing a really good job at it. So thanks for pairing. This is actually really fun. You can even write ifs in bash. Sure you can. If 0, so here we do. This is actually a really fun trick. So for people that don't know, the difference between this and this is that the second one spawns a subshell. So if you run exit in the subshell, it exits the subshell and your program continues. Whereas the upper one creates a block in the same shell context. So if you run exit inside of it, it exits the script you expect it to exit, right? Subshells are really fun. So the only way to do like a one-liner where you say, okay, this is the usage, and now exit, is to actually use the block syntax and not the subshell syntax. So what we do here, echo usage npm org name exit 1, like that, right? Oh yeah, also remember to like add a semicolon after the second statement if you're doing multiple statements. Yeah. Oh, also fun fact, so Comrade Rihanna is saying there's also this, right, where you can do this and then foop. I forgot exactly how this works, but the idea is that the right hand side is a file, acts as a file descriptor, which can be really useful. I forgot when. I've used it like 2 years ago for last time, but it's important to know that that only ever works in bash. If you want to make it work in POSIX shell, you need to start messing around with named pipes, and that's fucked. That's I don't have a different name than it's utterly fucked for that. Named pipes are not easy. I've struggled with them in the past. All right, so now we have, oh, we forgot to install this. So we do bin install, right? And now we have our thing enabled. And now we get to go to true notification, npm org. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so that actually works. True.js, right? Was it True.js? True.js developers. Dope. I don't know what just happened. So let's call this package equals, and then org equals, and then do printf access to the S package for the S developers, and then we just do here package org, right? Like that. And then let's rename it. Or we can do adding the no, actually it's the right phrasing here. Org. Okay, that's good. Now we have our npm work command, and we never ever have to look this up again. Ever. Which I'm really stoked about. All right, and we've published the thing. So that's rejoice. Sweet. Now everyone's added to this package, which is really good. Oh, we forgot to hook it up to Travis. Travis.js hook, which we might need to retry if it doesn't work on the first time. There we go. So then we try again. And now it should find it. Please find it. It always like errors out the first time, but it's easier than clicking it through the whole Travis thing. So we actually get builds, which is good. And it shouldn't be running deps because deps is utterly fucked right now. There we go. Oh, and we should probably add this other thing. Hold on. Deps test. There we go. And then what we add is browser. Do we have that already? No, we don't. Fuck. Assert nano assert npc-s nano assert. Okay. Then we add the nano assert thing, and then that should work. Rihanna says it's the same with the official Ruby client. Yep. I guess Travis should be doing better. I heard they have like some troubles at the workplace where there's, you know, a bit of friction with management and stuff and getting things done. So I can imagine it's like hard for them. They're also running the biggest CI on the planet right now, which is also hard. So yeah. I hope they get into a better place soon, and you know, we all benefit from that. Nano assert. There we go. All right. Please work. Please work. So this actually works, which is really cool. Yeah. All right. Reload. Okay, so at least it's published to npm. Travis isn't running. Oh, it is running. Okay, that's good. Oh, we should like omit node 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's update our node versions to just 8. P index Postgres. Ooh, Greenlock Express. What's that? Oh my god. That's really cool. Oh my god. Okay, I'm pretty thrilled about this. I wonder how complex it is. Like, is it compiling the client to C++? I wonder how it works. Automatic renewal around 80 days. Like, I've got a dream of just like sending these very self-contained things around. That'd be like so cool. Greenlock Express, Greenlock Koa, Greenlock Happy, sick. So Greenlock lib examples stuff. I think it's like a pure JavaScript implementation, isn't it? Looks to be that way. Oh my god, cool. That's really cool. I like that. I've never looked into the Acme protocol. That's really cool. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, cool. Travis.yaml. We just strip these out, we replace it with 8. Travis 8. Okay, great. All right. And now that that works, oh, this should hopefully turn green soon. Yeah. What else we got? Shall we put the example online? Fuck it, let's put the example online. Just like round things out, right? So we just go here. We do that. We say build. npm run build. Then we have that, right? That should probably work. Actually, we can just go to Netlify, like app.netlify.com. Does this work now? Please be completed. Builds be completed. Still not. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. And we say new site from Git, GitHub, and then we say true notification. True noted. Damn it. Oh, okay, we need to go to true.js notification there. Then we say npm run build, get it from dist, and then we say this is a personal site, great, deploying. So we deploy that, and now it should install a build hook for true notification. It's kind of cool. And you know, domain settings, we can already go in here. We say add custom domain, notification.true.io, right? And once that works, we just add the URL in there, and that's that. Yeah, I don't know what else to add. That's pretty much as rounded out as something can be, I guess. But yeah, thanks a lot, Seb, for that link, by the way. Notification.true.io. And then we go here, and this should probably be, oh, it's not live yet. All right, let's take a look at our deploys. Is it live? Site deploy failed. Ooh, that's fun. I've never seen fail. So what happened here? Build script returned non-zero exit code. Failed during building site. Checksums matched. Ooh. Saw missing commands. That's really interesting. So did it install first? I don't think it did. Added 821 packages. npm modules installed. Saw missing commands. Missing script build. Okay, so the build script isn't in there. Build command. So we need to publish that. Also, hey Neochrome, nice of you to join us. We're kind of like wrapping up almost, but yeah, we're just deploying this one site and then we should be good. So we were missing the build command, which is unfortunate. Luckily, we're like getting a retry now. Because it installed the Git hook, which in turn triggers a rebuild on Netlify, which now it installs all the stuff, and then, you know, it should hopefully, fingers crossed that works. Bunkai build example, and it starts building. That should be about it in like a sec. Let's see if this has updated finally. Yay, build passing. That's great. Right, so it should also be updated here. Build passing. Should probably do like a further reading link also. That's probably nice. Installation. Further reading. Using the web notifications API. And then using the notification VMD. Let's see if this works, which it does. Add further reading, because that's about all you need to like know about this thing the moment you like read that. All right, let's see if our deploy finished, which it did. So now this works. So now we should be able to, are we? Is it that? Build during stage building site. Deploy directory dist does not exist. Oh, example / dist. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, we can fix that. Debugging guide, contact a human. Does that work, by the way? Example dist, right? That's weird. Did we ever add that build dist? npm run build? Does this work? Example dist? No, it doesn't. We should probably add that. Up until then, we just need to update our deploy stuff here. Deploy settings, continuous deployment, build stuff, asset optimization, pre-rendering, build hook, build environment variables, deploy settings, add settings. So we do example / dist, and then we do save, and then we go to deploys, and then we say this deploy, retry deploy, just retry it, and then now it should work, hopefully. We just configured all the variables again, so hopefully. Yeah. Ooh. It's just a little waiting game, right? Just waiting for this thing to work. It's weird that like sees the example file and then decides to use example dist. That looks like a bug, but it also doesn't matter too much, so I'm not too worried. There we go. Enable notifications, clicky. Right, there we go. And then that's great. Hey there, from 0 to 1. Welcome. We're literally sort of wrapping up right now. What else is going on here? So we just deployed this site. Should probably like mention it here. Web notification plugin for Chew, and then we go there, and then we say save. Probably also want to watch this in case any bugs pop up. Star it, because sure. And then that's about it. It's live now. Cool. Yeah, we can publish this from the Chew account in a bit. All right, I think that's it. We've been going for 2 hours now. We got notifications for Chew. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna go have lunch, go to the gym, something like that. I don't know. All right. Hope everyone has a lovely day. I'm gonna peace out. I'm really bad at saying goodbye, but this is goodbye. See you all like another time. Bye.